Marisha Mamuna joina akwaba ede eba UTV sebraso sekase ayensa akano ene anadwino yede ebremo na yede asida ene de ema special products womo eno modi special license ede aba eyaso nso de ebre wo mutiti no hihia ye pa ede ema unipedua no etuba no nso dia eno a ene special nso no na e drinks na kanina enso so ewo ejaso adaroma ma won sanke na ebuso nyina no monche enfa this way osigyo hia ene nso hye bonsu apɛ ena wo hia unya no apɛ nso hye nso de agumu no ati odi so ni ege agumu sa unumu ane bamu a owo bi na timi aboa wo nipadua no na ayemu adwuma edo mu nyina ase ensema edi makote no ebi ene se ene dai ena yemampani abedechi ena ni ede che COVID-19 call center ko hwe adwuma wo mo eye no ho
Enyina monkani a omampanyin se wo fa ho ka bi amagana fo no energy minister se ebehya se bosumi May demo
na COVID-19 no enkra yensa eka eni se nipa be mpem aduonum na sese de yaso omo ahwede mu nsem ebeba
mrashe bedwafo bi wa sante mantem wakoye wo mrashe bedwafo eni wo mpesua no sofo nso adoye
na yebohwi na yekọ eye enkofo amanso boso na so no wo mampani chese nipa bi ya no mode prison no ehu behia se wo betimi abafika kranti sese de yibebrem mo so abafiem
America adwuma ho ayedin nipa omunya adwuma ye ebro 21 million
kwabna enhwibu sakomene miniaba
obahima efia chesedu
Africa sedo emu ensem ankasa enie ya hwase na yede ni ede eche yemampani abedichiri akache Dr. Mamudu Baomia ene dey na wodnani ede che COVID-19 call center ekohwe eye adwuma so omo so eye no honi nyina ne sesa abia no na wo mo atena sia course ahodo a ebayina ene nsem ahodo ankofo entia se ni bibia no omo de fa sa abia no na yetimi abo omo e wo sa kwan so
this whole contact center to be able to deal with the COVID-19 crisis. As you know, it is a deadly virus, highly contagious virus that is spreading around the world. And government has to take very, very important steps to contain and hopefully eventually eliminate the spread. And so we need information. Government's attitude is to test, to trace, to treat, the 3 T's. But information is key. And the work that is being done here is collecting a lot of information that will allow government to be able to track, to be able to test, and to be able to treat people. And I think that it is a very, very key weapon that we have in the fight against COVID. This is world-class standard. It is world-class standard. You know, and the graphs and the interpretation of the data is very, very nice to see. And I think that we are going to benefit a lot from this particular contact center, National Information Contact Center. So we encourage everybody, if you have an issue, call 311, and then you will be attended to by these hard-working men and women here. The Ghana Health Service is present here. They will be able to answer some of your questions. But I would like to really thank all of you on behalf of the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, for all the good work that you're doing. We are all doing national service. So you'll continue doing the great work. Thank you very much. God bless you.
First, we'll have the privilege of having their call received by His Excellency the Vice President himself, who is also doing some national service this afternoon with us here.
This is the National Information Contact Center. You are speaking to Mahamudu Baomia. How can I help you? Yes. Kaswa. And what's your name? Okay. Anotown. Enomeri area. Okay. Yes. So how can I help you? You don't have water. This is in Kaswa, Enomeri area. Okay. We will look to dealing with this. You know who you're speaking to? The Vice President. Yeah, you don't believe it. Enomeri will send your message to the water suppliers, and I'm sure you will see them soon.
Ye quotation ngwane ani amanebo for Romeo Oduro atwetwe enkomo Roro akwaba.
Mami.
Romeo baby awo no fa de ekoso ho emaye.
Also mami me dance me magana for nyina akwaba once again na yenim yare bonia aba wiase IB aso Ghana so na me kofi tishi ngwa na yebedu labadi me fancy be 5:30 still na it so was traffic mo yendu baby a ni nyina ne say traffic abodom tem tishi ngwa kwande so no peshi from la Palm hotel ho ebesi peshi ni so no military camp no enye traffic to a cars ni bi camp ko na se diaba out ni se amount for who trump na kwano so uko wanim kakra ate yesu kakra nti yamya do menya mema maba ko charge sian ono na staff charge sian ono na onimi enama say what bob who ban den na traffic abodon to bano only amount for kata wo mu ebuza say into lockdown pani because lockdown party and can say traffic abodon penta na so anagidie traffic actually station ngo afano so no obi ampo timi nko na obi atinaba enti esire say emwafo bi ho mo peniko betima ye pa ama anu abrasi de omo ye na o hwe ka se ko nyina ai se obi atojuba ape na obi apo obi ekofie enti police ni soldiers omo gina kwanso no wuntimi nka se obi ensign na o san kwa hefa no oko ekwana achi ama mofo ho kiro mo pa enti we ene reporter ekoso ewo teshi laboma road no station ngwa akaka no du military camp no ene la Palm Beach from ho ene ehyatie enti ne ekoso na no so kuma me
Romeo ye be ma mo ene adwuma Romeo Oduro station ngwa de ekoso no watwa emfonyi de amaye
Yetwa ensem no eso ene de so na osofo hwe amanebo ho ensem so onyanfo kodwo oponkroma ene nsentwofo ekasa ye na wode eto edwa a wo chem se COVID-19 enipa asesi atesti wo mo no enipa impim aduonum ahanso ene edu enkono eno na wo chem se impimprin de ya testi wo mo na enchiremu no ene
Ghana's case count, as I'm sure you have read on the website, is 641 positive cases. It comes out of 50,719 tests that have been conducted so far. That is almost 5 times, or about 5 times, the target of tests that we set for ourselves to literally lock down and conduct, to give us an indication of what to do next. As at last night, 50,719 tests had been done. The tests have been in 3 categories. There is the normal surveillance test, which is what ordinarily we would have found if we were still using the old method. Under the normal surveillance test, 13,838 people have been tested. Under the normal surveillance test, people who suspected they had symptoms, etc., and got in touch with 112 and the phone platforms or went to their clinicians to be tested. 13,838. 268 of them tested positive. That is a rate of 1.9%. So 1.9% of the people who suspect they are having symptoms tested positive. Then there is the mandatory quarantine, where the state decided that we'll mandatorily quarantine people and test them once they were entering the jurisdiction at a time that our borders were being closed. It was in 2 parts, airport and Tamale. So the Accra Airport and Tamale. At the Accra Airport, we ended up running a total of 2,011 tests. 2,011 tests. 105 of them tested positive. In the end, that's a rate of 5.28% tested positive. In Tamale, we ran 11 tests. 10 were positive. That was 91% of that. Then we had the 3rd level of the enhanced contact tracing and testing. That is where now the public health nurses, immigration, epidemiologists are going out into the communities or the hotspots and are chasing, literally chasing or going or seeking to go ahead of the virus to find it and not wait for it to manifest. We have done a total of 34,859 tests in that enhanced contact tracing and testing category. 258 of them were positive. That is 0.7%. So if you put it together, as at last night, we had done 50,719 tests, and 1.3% of the people we have tested are positive.
Yako Asante Mampon Municipal Assembly no atu edwa kese a ewo ho emu aden a edwadifo na so aden social distancing no omomfa nya adwuma kra
Even central for a PM or a year Mampon ewa Asante Mantem ham penfo de agu akwan mu said de be COVID-19 yare a since some ko mu no yare no entimi ensete no wo de nyema bebre agugu akwan mu no bi sa say na a year Mampon ha so ka lockdown ho ana there be e ho ka ho. And so a PM or Mujama, Yatu, as an Canadian, Kamakadian, Kamu say a month for a sheer petition per year, phone can be about, and so Sabi will PM or her, and who a year ready for money be crowd her. Na, ye were a year MC or there a croya no ha, on a young far appear could be highly bedin comafa, the NCR, or Matso a market, Simon major before a memune. I wish I say a lockdown in Monkahon, na. I didn't see na multitude marketing. Oh, I said, I don't know, Suban City. I buy a bon homo DBA, say, Yarian, a bit me a brass, na, let me a free Yamamukra. I never quite had you social distancing, no. Sabayana, man for Yam 1 peso, na, Sebi will be who are on fire and sign a yonko. Time in Kaha, about peso, Maso, we are media, no boy, saying, a German and seminal. Kabama Mampo, Nipana also Jumapa. Sabayana, let me hear my social distance and argument. And a regional minister, de Kataba said, a dry dino, now to be no yentum. Sabayana, Sa, Riano, I, Sankofono, bet me abrasia. Indeed, Sabayana, let me a my social distancing. Naze, Yam 1 peso of our continent and I have to again. But you say a year Mampon Hano, a lockdown ibiniha. Na, never been apart from say, more to market, simu market days, never been able to go cream.
As I was say, assembly no near buying at the normal baby a good cremu. I buy no upgrade when you come back at Besawaha, any sanitizers, Samana, any normal baby, the my hospitals near toilets, near baby, if it's any part at our bottom pimbia. Assembly also yet near Bosca, Kakra, and my hospital, no someone to turn on my bit to me, Abwa Wamo, a Juma, Yanama baby, a good cremu. Itimi Emma Yadiana Brasil. Mampoy hospital no ne you have institutions so you were I am go fa kese pa the baby no task force no Emma Yasote my informal hospitals no so far no say be 4 suspected cases and ni na dey samples require no e bia no are positive nje say na minti Mampon yare no e form a bi MP ha the bompa ye boy homodin say e bi pie na bedu memra yare no be free Ghana ha kra no na Mampon na yenya report bia nche say obi anya yare no bi wampa ha yeto asuna yakọ yenuaba ama sapon kuma jesi ho ewo La Paz of mame majoy
Kwabna yenio mejoso yeda so ewo La Paz na say sa wo hwede a traffic no ye na tamu be se no numudi ko bo ni no nsia efam no no abrase ya twe police force say na o mabọ no abeche first na wo traffic light na se pairs say o mu de abeche enti aposifo no ebi wa animu ebi wa akire na wodi de o wa animu bisa de wa ntimi ya misa na de o wa menche ha no no so abisanti sa na ekọ ewa ha no mo a wo bedru ha ye bisa wo ba bia wo firi a wo kọ se wa pon adwuma ka de eche sa ampa wo so wa pon adwuma na wo kọ fie no wonum ebisa eho asem ewa ha na posifo ni sojafo na na dika wa ha be no na ibrem na ebedru ha ne de say ya besesa wo mu e de afofrofo e na aba o mu so e betoa so aya kosi okira no pa ye be yi wonum na afofro so aba enti adwuma no koso pa e wa ha no mo a dodo no a yade a o mu eye nipa a o mu ko nwuma so e na say o mu ekofie na nya say nwuma bia keke e say bia obi sori ko bia ne store na ebom wo mu ayam ho kwan se wonye adwuma wo mu ne na mpata mu ha ne de ye bisa wono mo nsam na wonya nsam bisa papa bi amfa ma na ya ma wo mo atena ase wo mo pekrom na ahwe ne nkani a ya mo atena ase na wo mo nya dia wo mo ayo ma dwen se bia ye babu obi na ye be ya wo hwe enti wo de obu mra ne so a wo betena ase wa wo bra na ya ma wo asore ekọ na tese wani nyi hu bia mu se ochena bi wo be pia akọ na monte so enti traffic ne de se de be ka se emu ye a ne sa emu ye se de mu adwo echen ka ne na etamu no enti se de wa hu no se de aposifo eye omo adwuma enie but driver ufi
hello Pache Filegon
Legon akoi
call a pass community
uko ya da ho
kwa ko visit obi hospital
obi hospital what did you teach ni nyina
Pache
what did na hospital
your cousin
enti we dum si omu kohwe omu enia ewo La Paz Community Hospital ti omu Filegon na eba enti abusiafo ense misa no enye se bi adadwo de bi a sojafo ne apotifo omu misa questions omu da so bisa na wa kire ba bi ko awokọ de awokọ ye eni de wufire enti wo hwa we obi de voters ID card ama police for but
I was in the house and we had a call. The government has given the Akwetema, the local council of churches, a food. So we went and bagged the whole food. Tomorrow we will serve it for the.
So you are part of the NGOs?
No, church. The church.
Distributing food.
We went and do, how do you call it, the package. So tomorrow morning we will distribute for the.
But the issue is you must get something to show that you are part of those people. That everybody is having ID card. Everybody is having the legitimate to work on the road. The issue now is they have quarantined some people not to go out.
Yes, I know. So they call the elders of the other churches. I'm a Presbyterian. It's including all the churches in Akwetema. So they call some of the churches members to come and do the packing.
What we need now is that you must have a document to show that you are part of the people who are to distribute food.
I have a list.
Yes, this is what I wanted to say.
A list of the, let's say, people above 60 years, whom you will call it and give them the food out.
Do you know what?
No.
Tomorrow when you are passing by, yes, please have a document to prove that you are authorized to be on the road. Okay? Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You can go. Enti sadie yedim no ye nua be ma na wo se wo mu che nuane wo mu ye asori ko a wo mu che nuane nti that say wo do mu kotwotworo adini akwa pack niam nti wo kira no wo twe no be kwa kwato wo mu kwa che nuane no posifo etunefo na ye mana ne nsam a ye tie ne say aposifo be se mpem aduonu nso 27000 ena bi no aye infected ni nyina ne say ebi wo ho a na waje obi document na ohwe enti ya fasa ayo iso na ya bo ya posifo no kokose omuso nhwe omhu ye ma omuso sonkofo card mu na yade no ehu omu bo adwuma pa ya ni so de omu ye hia omuso enti anya na akoso obi card mu na bibi nkoye wo ho a afei na yade bi akoche enti ya se wonom wo mu bo ban no na omu hwe wo mu ankasa so ehu ye se de be ya ohaw bi enkoba wonom so.
No, ID card showing that you are working with us.
Mira, Abai. Me pacho, where there?
So I have to go. She came like last week. I have to go and see the kids and get the money.
So Sanka, why you omo card now? Because obi wo ho no why infected. Enti ebetimi de house so abra. Nso obusuafo ehia wo.
I have to go and see them. I can't leave them for that long.
But you know, that she is coming back home.
She's home now.
She's at home.
Uh-huh.
Are you not staying with her?
No.
Okay.
I don't stay with them.
Papa si wo kwa kohwe ne de hia anya one no enete. Enti aban pacho aya mo mu fa nkyira o mensom why over US apostifo be say 27000 na omo anya yade ni bi ni nyina ne se also obi card mo ti pacho fa hand sanitizer fa won sa se de be ya ye hia mo mo yire no mo manso hia mo Ghana hia mo se de be ya how bi e ma mo so na ye kasa de kwabena ba hu sisters mi enu bi e wa ha ti mi bisa wo mo amane mi ni aba te se yo
Boko.
pacho wo ya de wa ha
Me beto duane o papa ye ha ya.
Pacha wote hefa na beto aduane.
Ahyeman.
Wote kwahyeman. Na papa ya wa hefa.
Ene.
Na we ya ni ntente so no. Na uto wo hode a ahai ugina ha ye.
Me kofie na mo stop me say me nsi brahate.
Nti aduane na we.
Ene.
One ne nam.
Pacho.
Yo, enti abusafo, o mu so mu beto aduane wo papa ye nti se de ya mu mo gina nchen ansa. Na o mu ebe bisa o mu nsem bi ansa na ya mu mako nti kwabena se de la pass traffic no emu ahwe anesa ye bi atomu enti de eko eno no na uhu se tractor ni ade ni nyina se de movie ade asa enti uma semisa no do so bebra na chese enkofo ho chiri wo mu enti aha na nwumre yi ye de mu esie ewo UTV kase ebo eso Jojo Ajare ene Asare Eric na me
na chese yenu aba ama sapon kuma jesofo mame na yete no enkano nanaima
Yentua ensem no soe na Achimota Kifit Club e won kran no mabomodin a e de eniema e de boye ho ban COVID-19 ebremu yi akoya doya ma Achimota Hospital na Achimota prosi asoye so mu fanhwe COVID-19 ebrei emo.
Enema modiko eni bino tissue papers, Veronica bucket, detergent, hand sanitizers ni nema wodo de kutia coronavirus no. Otitina ni abedi echi de ma Achimota Kifit Club. Owura beno safoda ko ekasa sre Ghana for say your immune system na yehwe se bedi aduane papa e de abon ban ebra yetifie.
Yare obi an expect say ba anyaba nti sa abai de na say your dream omo around here ombe hiamwa. Nti your dream hono there was no other place e bitima kose e hai. Nti ano ne kan yakoma so ye beba be bom at the same time so say we exercise ya ka exercise anya say we bibi gidi so ya no power ma so kosoro ba from otenetene onai mu kra why exercise nti waduane diem ene o exercise kakra obetima ye dia me tufu say otifie no mentena fie keke ya exercise the DDA.
Medical Superintendent Edima Achimota Hospital, Dr. Salamatu Ata Nantoma Enso Eka Cyberoje Achedie no.
Achimota Kifit Club omo abrɛ infrared thermometer yi. Ye betimi a check obi obebe bia ne temperature. Say na be ya ye be hu say ebia ho ayehye na say ohun nyehye because we all know say one of the things that we look out for. Omo abrɛ hand sanitizers. Enti yebetimi you see for the patients and also the staff to make sure say we are all keeping our hands clean. Yebetimi making sure say the staff are safe whilst attending to the patients.
Penyina wono na hwe Achimota posifo so enso je achede no da se kire se omo ayade.
Achimota Keep Fit Club eni nkrofo omo wo ye area ha a omo hu se omo betumi aboa ye e wo kwan bi so ti se na omo aba be donate nyamase amaya ye beda omo asi ewia no so ye din ye nia ye betumi aye but se mu amboa djuma ye ni nyina enkosi be bia mfaso bi emba nti ye pa omo che omo nti na fie se enye critical issue a nti na fie na ye nyina ye nko ye nim yare no so na ye pam no free Ghana ha.
na yebo prosifo ne so dafo ba so ba ya de na anopa no ye chiabrante bi a wayi na subo krata na ode eko chef prosifo ne sere subo krata de enka de no sere wa obo su asori ya sorry mre so ye right ye che ho ajinka so ba he beto so